So now we got one unit down, we got two to go, and unit two is kind of a monster. The first thing we're going to do is just practice classifying triangles by its sides and angles. So for sides, this thing has three congruent sides. We call that equilateral triangle. If it's got three congruent sides, it's also going to have three congruent angles, so we call that equiangular. Equiangular. There we go. All right. Second one. I don't know anything about the side length, so I'm going to call this a scalene triangle, but I do know that it has a right angle, so that is a right triangle. Scalene, right triangle. This guy has two congruent legs, so we call that isosceles. And I'm pretty sure that what we're looking for here is that being an obtuse angle, but they didn't specify. I guess we're just going to say that's an obtuse angle. So it's a isosceles obtuse triangle. Cool. Number 6 here. The first thing I'm going to do is notice that I have vertical angles. So if this one's 50, that one's going to be 50. And now, hey, look, I got a triangle. I know that the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180. So I'm going to say those three add up to 180. That means that x, that's going to be 105. This is going to be 105 when I subtract. I'm going to get 75 degrees for x. So the first section's done. Let's talk about this guy. Mid-segment. Mid-segment. You mean the one that connects to the midpoints? I know that those are midpoints, so those segments are congruent, and those segments are congruent. You don't necessarily know those are congruent. I know that then, there's actually similar triangles here that we know now, but we didn't know when we did it. If this is 26, this is half as big, so that's going to be 13. X is 13. The mid-segment is half the length of the base, and they're also parallel lines. What else we got? Area of a polygon. You could do this a couple ways. You could try and break it up into a triangle, but that is no good for me. I'm just going to say, well, I know the area of a parallelogram here is the base times the height, and the base is 10, and the height is 6. They gave me the height, so I'm good to go. All I got to do is multiply 10 times 6. The area of this is 60, and let's just say units squared. Nobody cares about 7.2. It's a trap. Don't fall for it. Area of a kite, you could break this up. I see a lot of people try and do this with two triangles. That's fine, you can do that. Or if you want to be real clever and memorize yourself a little formula here, you can find the diagonals. So the height of this triangle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7. You multiply 6 times 7 and you take 1/2 of that. So 1/2 of 6 times 7 will be 21 units squared. And that's the first part of Unit 2.